welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I believe will help a lot of people out there, and this is how I survived my morning sickness / all day sickness on my first trimester. So I'm currently on my 19th week today, and I can tell you that things have improved quite a bunch. I feel a lot better, although it's not completely gone. I still have a lot of indigestion. Sometimes I would even have a little bit of nausea in the morning, but it's very manageable compared to what I had to go through in the week 6 through like 10 or 11th week, which were the worst. I would say that I started seeing the light around week 15, 16, that I really started to feel a little bit more better. So I actually made a little list that I can share with you guys. And those are things that I tried myself. I tried to take as much advice from everybody that I knew, and tried a lot of stuff. Some things worked, some things didn't, some things made it worse. So give or take, you gotta try and see what works for you. Every pregnancy is different, every person is different, every organism is different. So you gotta try and just try to find what is best for you and work with your doctor. It's very important to do that. So I started actually having a little bit of nausea and a little bit of squishiness and feelings around my 4th week after implantation. So that will probably associate like week 5, I think, of pregnancy. It wasn't really bad, but I still would wake up in the morning feeling a little bit nauseous. So I started doing a little bit of research, and I went to Amazon and I got an inhaler. It's an aromatherapy inhaler. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore, but I'll leave the link down below in the video if you're interested. It really helped me for the first weeks until week 6. That's when I actually started to have this very strong sense of smell. And then it just didn't work anymore because it was too strong, and it actually left me kind of a after smell that I couldn't take. If you don't have as strong symptoms as I do, it might help you throughout your whole first trimester / pregnancy. For me, it worked first weeks only. I gotta say that I wouldn't suggest investing in it because I found other ways to actually help me better down the road. So that was my aromatherapy inhaler. After that, I started also noticing that the more, so this is the thing. You don't feel like you want to eat because you're nauseous. Obviously, if you feel like you're going to vomit, you don't want to think about food. But you gotta understand that you gotta eat, not only because your baby needs it, but because if you don't and you have an empty stomach, what it's going to happen is that your symptoms are going to get worse. So I started listening to people, trying saltines, trying crackers, trying fruits here and there, and so this is what worked for me. I couldn't have, like in the morning was really hard to even have breakfast. I couldn't sit down like a normal person and have my breakfast. So what I would do is just grab a bunch of different fruits and snack throughout the morning. So like and try to also, this is also advice from me, guys. Don't feel bad if you're not eating as much as you feel like you should. Just eat, doesn't matter what. And try to stick to the things that actually talk to you. Like for example, in my case, I was all about grapes and strawberries. So I would basically just go to work with a container with strawberries and grapes, and I would have 1 strawberry and a few grapes every 15 to 30 minutes. That was all I could take, but that throughout the morning. And then I was able to eat, sometimes I was able to eat a better lunch than others, but again, I would try to go for things that called me. And this is something that you need to keep in mind. If you're having this amount of travel, chances are you're not really eating as much as you need. So don't feel bad if one day you wake up wanting a hamburger or a shake. Just have it, because chances are you're not going to have all the calories in a regular day So take whatever you can. I'm sorry. Take whatever you can in a given day that talks to you. I tried the Mummy or the ginger drop candy that they have with ginger flavor. It didn't really work for me. It didn't do anything for me. So I can't recommend those because it just didn't work for me. I've heard that there's a lot of people that find it very, very good. In my case, didn't work. Another thing that you might have already heard, but it is true statement, you need to keep yourself hydrated. I don't know if your doctor would suggest to go to Gatorades and stuff like that. I loved Gatorades. I was into salty stuff, so Gatorade was my thing, along with very iced water. So try to keep yourself hydrated. It not only helps you with the nausea, it is good for you, and it will also set your stomach a little bit because you would have an empty, if you will tend to be with upset stomach if your pregnancy is similar to mine. Another thing is that you would start noticing smells probably, and again, every person is different, but smells is one of the biggest things, especially for pregnant women in the first trimester. I remember the week that I couldn't smell anything. I had issues with my own bathroom. My husband would have to do the bathroom because I couldn't clean it. I couldn't even stand going there. For some reason, it just was horrible. So I actually got a smell. It is like a, I can't pronounce it. It's like a smell trap, I think. That it basically is, it swallows all the different kind of odors and it neutralizes it. It really helped. But what I actually had to do was just simply have a bathroom for me that I could just spray as I wanted and basically just clean every single time that I was there, because the smell of the bathroom, it was just horrible. Another thing that up to this day I cannot do is eggs. I can't stand the smell of eggs. I would vomit no matter what. So I'm telling you this not because you're going to have aversion to eggs or anything like that. It could be something different. Every person is different. But you need to really identify those things that are bothering you and the smells that are bothering you and avoid them as much as possible. It might be even a good idea if you take a break from the kitchen or just try to buy things that are quick and easy so that you're not there a long time. For me, cooking was a nightmare, so I tried to stick with things that were pre-homemade, and I would just add some veggies and stuff, like really, really easy. I did a lot of oven stuff like roasted vegetables, roasted chicken, roasted everything, because it was just chop, chop, put it in the oven, done. Because I couldn't really stand the smell of the kitchen, so try to avoid as much as you can all the smells, because it really would make you sicker than you already are. I already said this, but I cannot emphasize enough. It doesn't really matter when you're in a first trimester and you're struggling with eating just enough calories or just having some food in you inside your stomach. It doesn't really matter what you put in there. Try to be don't be too hard on yourself. I know we're trying to not gain a lot of weight, but let me tell you, my case was I actually lost 10 pounds in the first 3 months. So, and I was really trying to eat. So it was very frustrating. I don't believe I've ever had that problem in my life, because I actually gain weight very, very easily. So don't worry about what you're eating so much. Just try to eat and eat whatever calls you. Something that I found easy to do to keep myself, aside of eating more fruits and vegetables that you should really try to do, for me, doing smoothies was a great way to avoid the nausea. First of all, because you don't really get the sense of smell of things much, and it's easy to take a few sips here and there throughout the day. So smoothies were great, and also I bought a lot of those B8 Splash. It's not the Splash. Again, I'm gonna leave down below the information, or I would put a picture, whatever, when I'm editing the video. But I can tell you that the B8 juices that come with, like, right now I'm doing the one that has strawberries, bananas, it has grapes, and I think it also has like beets and sweet potato or something like that. So it's like a really, really good beverage for you, full of vitamins, full of nutrients. So try to find those things. Good thing about that is that it doesn't have any added sugar. So try to look for things that don't have added sugar. Or I'm not a big fan of the diet right now. I used to be all diet stuff, but I'm trying to just do the no sugar added stuff. Another thing that I believe I have also mentioned before is that I had a really bad time with my prenatals. It will make me a lot sicker if I took them. So my doctor gave me a bunch of different samples to try. I started with the Centrum Professional, the one that has your vitamins and your minerals aside. It was too strong for my stomach, so I couldn't take it. So the one that I ended up ordering, it's the Vita Pearl Complete Prenatal in one tiny pearl. It's a small pearl that you take. Oop. And I don't know why it's not. There you go. This is the one. It has very good, it was just really good on my stomach, I gotta say. The only thing about this is that your doctor has to just send your prescription and do it by mail, but it's really worth it if you're having Sorry guys, my camera just died on me, some issue with the SIM card, but I just inserted another one, so hopefully this one will work. And we're very close to the finish of this video, but I wanted to make sure that I actually went throughout my list. So I already talked about the baking soda and lemon. And I think that the best thing that worked for me was sucking on mint. This came from a coworker. She came to me and said, you need to suck on mint. And I'm like, mint? I'm like, I'm dying here. I don't really feel like mint is gonna do anything, but it really did. So try to get any kind of mint candy that you can suck to, or even gum. Actually, the gum helps with the heartburn because the saliva kind of neutralizes the acid, so that is a great thing. So every morning I drive to my work with gum in my mouth, and I drive back home with more gum. I don't do gum like throughout the day. Throughout the day I have like candy that's mint related, and I have different kinds. So, and then finally, for those who actually were wondering about the medication that I had mentioned before that I had to start because of my nausea, so it really got to the point where I think it was week 7 that I could not take anything in my stomach. I was not eating at all, so I was really concerned, and my doctor suggested to try medication. And I just ran to my bedroom to bring this. So the glasses is what he sent me first, and this is a sample. Hopefully it will catch because it's trying to get my face. Let's see. There you go. So this is the one that he sent to me. This is a sample. Quite honestly, I tried it for like 2 days, and let's see. These glasses basically did not work for me at all. They made me basically pass out. The days that I took them, I would wake up so drowsy, so tired that it will take me I remember those 2 days that I took them, basically I woke up like at 2 p.m. because I couldn't wake up. It was horrible. So I guess if you're staying home and you don't have to work, it would work because you pass out and you don't feel the nausea in the morning. But it didn't work for me because I had to go to work, I had to drive, so it just didn't work. So I told him, this is not working. Plus, I'm not a doctor, but I believe this is just kind of a compound of vitamins and some other stuff. So it just didn't work for me. So what they actually ended up sending me is called metochlopramide, 5 milligrams, and this is basically from what I understand, what it does is when you are pregnant, your stomach function and motility slows down. So this baby, what it does is it actually helps your motility to be faster. So you gotta take it like 30 minutes before every meal. It worked. I gotta say, it did really help a lot. It didn't take it away completely, but it worked. I haven't been taking it since I believe 2 weeks ago, so I don't need them anymore, but it did work. So I recommend you asking your doctor if you believe it's an option for you. I also did my research, and it has very, very good studies of no creating issues with malformations or any kind of thing with the fetus. So that is safe, and they feel good about this drug. So I wouldn't take anything that will harm my baby, even if I'm dying, but this seemed to be a good option. So I recommend you asking your doctor. So that is pretty much what I can share with you guys. Hang in there if you're having a hard time. I know it is horrible. Most of us will start to see the light around week 14 to 15th. So hang in there if you are on the rough weeks. It will improve. And if not, there's still options for you out there, like medication and things like that, that can really help you get by your pregnancy. So thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to watch the full video. Please check below my social media information if you're interested. I take bumpies and all that stuff. On my Instagram account for my Etsy store, that's where I basically post most of it. And if you would like to see more videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Please take care. Bye.